What's up, everybody? It's B with Pray for Snow Auto Detailing, and I am super pumped that you're here in the garage with us today. We have a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas in platinum gray metallic. It is here for a maintenance wash, which is a little bit different procedure than we normally do, and the exterior trim restoration. I ceramic coated this vehicle, but that ceramic coating lasts really well on the clear coat and the paint, and it makes the plastics look okay for a bit, but I have found better luck with this last coat Ceratrim. So that's what we're gonna put on here. It's a pre-winter maintenance thing, and it's gonna turn out looking awesome. So on a maintenance wash, we don't have to do all of the stripping things that we normally do on the other washes. We don't have to clay bar, for example. We don't have to IPA, any of that stuff, because all we're trying to do is just get the bugs and grime off here. It's actually not in too rough a shape. It's gonna be sick, so let's get to it. All right, for this one, we're gonna start with the wheels and tires like we always do. We're gonna get the Meguiar's tire wheel cleaner on here. We're gonna get it all cleaned off. We're gonna clean in between all of the spokes with our awesome brushes. And we're gonna then move on to rinsing the whole vehicle. So let's start with that. Okay, so normally I only film one wheel and tire because it's really repetitive. However, I'm not sure what that is, so let's see if it comes off. So whatever it is, it's pretty stuck on there because it did not come off with a simple pressure washer hit. So let's hit it with the Meguiar's tire and wheel cleaner and see what happens. Really well. For whatever reason, whatever it was splashed all on the inside of the rim and most of it cleaned off, but it wasn't perfect, so we did what we could. Let's move on to the rinsing of the entire Atlas. All right, so I did a graphene ceramic on this about 2 years ago, but check out how good the water still beads and runs off this. It's the hydrophobic quality of that graphene ceramic coating. Check it out. Oh, so sick. I really do love the performance of this Adams graphene shampoo. My only complaint is that it doesn't foam up very well. For the washing step, we're going to get it all covered with the foam cannon. Gonna do the hand wash using the 2-bucket method, one for washing, one for rinsing off the wash mitt. And then we're gonna foam cannon it one last time and do the rinse, then we'll move on to drying. Let's do it. Do you see what I'm talking about? The foaming is just not as epic as it is with other products. As mentioned in the introduction to the video, the Atlas really wasn't that dirty. However, I always use my detail brushes in the smaller, tighter spaces to ensure maximum clean when going through this step of the detail. Now that the hand washing is done, I will move on to the second foam cannon and then the final rinse. All right, so as you notice from both the Ram 2500 video as well as the Camry video, the water just doesn't bead up on a non-treated surface like it does on this car, because this car has the graphene ceramic coating, which of course I'm always an advocate for, but I want to show you also another reason why I love it so much, because watch how easy this is to just dry with the Adams air cannon. Check this out. Now, whenever I'm using the foam cannon or the pressure washer, I really like to do it in lines from top to bottom and do everything in a smooth, uniform fashion. However, using the air cannon pretty much turns into me chasing water droplets everywhere. So to maintain the ceramic coating, after every couple of washes, Adams Polishes makes a product called Ceramic Boost. Spray it on, wipe it off, that's it, and it works really well. So let's get into that. Before we move on to the Ceratrim trim restoration stage, I feel like we need to take a few minutes to just appreciate how beautiful this car is. To a rational person, I'm sure it seems silly to be so excited about a ceramic coating, but it really does turn out so epic. Isn't it just super awesome? Oh, this car is so pretty. Awesome. Sorry, just get super pumped. Let's move on to the Ceratrim trim restoration stage. We'll start with a spot on the driver's side doors. That way we can look at a true comparison of how much difference this trim restoration makes. So let's roll over there. All right, we are going to start with these two pieces of trim on the driver's side door. We are going to do the forward piece of trim first. That way we can see the difference in these two pieces, and then we'll move on to the back piece after we've decided that it does make an awesome difference. These two pieces of trim were covered with this ceramic coating when I did the entire vehicle. However, they still look a little bit faded, and as we saw on that Wrangler in a couple videos back, it does make a huge difference even though that one was also ceramic coated. So it's been washed sufficiently, let's roll into it. Total side note, check out this awesome cart my partner in crime bought for me. I thought it was pretty cool, so I want to show it off a little bit. So for this Ceratrim from the last coat, all you do is apply, give it about 5 to 20 minutes depending on how faded your trim is, and then come back with a microfiber and wipe it off. Pretty simple, but has amazing results. All right, so we'll let that sit. Yeah, it made a good difference. Let's just keep going. All right, I think the Atlas is now officially ready for winter. Got the maintenance wash done. We got the ceramic boost on this platinum gray metallic paint, and it looks awesome. And then of course, we did the trim restoration with the Cerakote trim restoration product from our friends at the last coat. Now, look at how incredible this thing turned out. Blows my mind. All right, that Atlas detail turned out so beautiful. And it was a ton of fun to do, which is always a perk. Now, full disclosure, that is my partner in crime's daily driver, but it's given me a unique perspective because it is the first vehicle that I owned that had a ceramic coating applied. So I've been able to weigh the benefits of a ceramic coating since applying it to the Atlas, which has been cool, and it's given me kind of a unique perspective. Now, in place of doing B's top 3 today, what I want to do is talk about the 5 benefits of a ceramic coating. I also want to give a little bit of perspective on the flip side, why you might not want to do a ceramic coating on your ride, because it is not blanket logic and it doesn't just apply in every situation for every person. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, reason number 1 why you would want to do a ceramic coating on your ride is it stays cleaner for longer. If you check out this clip right here, the front grille of this Atlas is literally what it looks like after a couple weeks of not washing it, and it had been exposed to the rain more than once. The vehicle really does stay cleaner for longer. Now there's a couple reasons why. but it is a huge benefit because you don't have to wash your ride nearly as often. Reason number 2 is look at how sick the shine is on this Atlas. Now, metallic and non-metallic paint alike, the ceramic bonds with the clear coat and enhances the inner beauty of the paint, and it looks so good all the time. And I love the ceramic coating for that. Right, reason number 3 is UV protection. If you live in a place like Utah that has a ton of sunny days every year and you don't have a garage where you want to keep your ride safe from the elements, a ceramic coating is going to help protect your paint from that harsh UV rays that beat down on it all the time. So that is definitely a perk. All right, reason number 4 is scratch protection. Now, it's not going to help if somebody comes up with a screwdriver and takes it to the side of your vehicle. That's a little bit more serious than pretty much anything can prevent against, even PPF. But it is gonna help with the micro scratches. Let's say, for example, your truck or ride or car or whatever is crazy dusty and some rude person comes up and decides to wash me on the back. That can cause micro scratches because all that dust is going to act as sandpaper and the finger is going to be the applicator. Not kind. But a ceramic coating is going to help prevent stuff like that from scratching the clear coat, which is going to make your ride look as sick as it can for as long as it can. Definitely a perk. All right, reason number 5 that I think a ceramic coating is worth it is the water beading. Now we're gonna watch this clip one more time of how awesome the Adams air cannon is able to just blow the water right off of the hood. I actually stood on the driver's side and blew all of the water from the entire hood off of the passenger side in front of the vehicle, which is really sick, and I've already shown how that doesn't happen with a non-ceramic coated vehicle. But it really is a helpful thing, especially in keeping your ride clean when it rains, when it snows. The water really does just bead right off of the vehicle. And talking about the benefits of it, this is years long of protection. I did this one nearly 2 years ago, and it is still offering amazing protection, just as great of protection as it did day 1 after application of the ceramic coat. Let's get real, because a ceramic coating, though sick, isn't applicable in every situation, and I want to talk about 3 reasons why you might not want to do a ceramic coating, and they really all have to do with number 1, which is cost. A ceramic coating application on a vehicle is not cheap. The prep work is not cheap, the product itself is not cheap, and it can be upwards of $1,000, $1,500, depending on where you live, what size of vehicle you have, what level of paint correction you need. There's a bunch of reasons why it might get more and more expensive, but cost really is the number 1 prohibitive factor of why you may not consider a full ceramic coating. Number 2 is an inability to do it yourself. Now, you can't just wash a vehicle and apply a ceramic coating. For the Atlas specifically, it took me 18 hours from start to finish to get that thing done. You have to do a full paint correction. You gotta use all of the necessary steps to prepare the paint to bond with the ceramic coating. And it's not something that I even had everything to do when I first started doing them. So I had to invest a lot of money to get more parts, which I did, and it was worth it, but it's definitely not applicable if you think you can just go into your garage and just do it on your own. Reason number 3 why you might not want a ceramic coating is if you're not gonna keep your ride for very long. You know, if it's an older car that you don't plan on having around for a long time and you are gonna get rid of it in 6 months, you could spend a ton of money and then still not reap the rewards of having it, because this is depending on what brand you use, you're talking a years-long protection for your vehicle. And if your ride isn't something that you care to invest that much in, or it's gonna go to the junk pile in a year, probably not worth doing the investment because the car's gonna be gone. So, thank you for watching the video. If you are new to the channel, thank you for joining us on this. And if you haven't subscribed, I still think you're awesome, but there's a little button right up there, and those who are subscribed, you are super awesome. Thank you. Here's another link to another video of ours. Go and check that out. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, throw those down and we will try and get to them as quickly as possible. And of course, if you want to detail with B All you got to do is go down and detail that like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining us.